Get. At Get Haunted and Get Haunted Midwest, we don't just put on events, we give you an experience. Grab the gear, master the methods, use the tools the professionals use to bridge the gap. From the Estes method to traditional seances, you aren't just watching the investigation, you're part of it.
Repeat peanut butter.
Capture the evidence, hear the voices, experience the history firsthand. Every event is structured so you rotate through the most active spots, learning from the best. The spirits are waiting. Secure your tickets now at extremeticketing.com. Ready to join the hunt? Here's where we'll be. Join Get Haunted and Get Haunted Midwest at these historic locations. Tickets for all events are available now at extremeticketing.com. Don't be left in the dark.
Ooh, I forgot. I almost missed that. I had the original 2025 intro. Why my hair's a little fucked up tonight. Had the original 2025 intro queued up, and then I was like, oops. So I got to go in and fix that. But like a superhero, at the last minute, I fixed it. So, hello, everybody. It's Rob. Sarah is traveling, so no Sarah tonight. I did make her a promise that the boys would behave while she's not here to supervise us. So, it's just me and Kris tonight.
Can I say I did not make that promise?
You did not make the promise. However, I will be held fully responsible for any of your shenanigans.
That's fine. I'm good with
you
that.
Know what? That's all right. That's all right. It's time to, get some testosterone.
Right.
Airwaves. I think. So yeah, it's been crazy. We'll say hi to whoever has revealed their identities to us tonight so far. We've got Sandy. Hi, Sandy. Well, let me show comments on stage. Boom. There we go. We got Sandy. We have Icy Spirits. Carrie Combs.
What's up, Carrie?
We got the Kaylee. We got the Lori, who I won't be seeing this weekend. Uh-oh. See?
Guarantees.
Hi, Sarah. I told everybody where you were. It's okay. Rehab is not the worst place to be.
We're praying for you.
We're praying for you. Thoughts and prayers. Mark Brown. Mark Brown in the house. Wow, Mark. I don't see you that often. We got Chris Cash, who's related to Johnny Cash, I think.
Oh.
Got Kim. We have Extreme Gravity, which is Mr. Jason McRae, the author.
Yeah, Jason nicked it just a little bit over there, but we're good now.
Yeah.
Stopped.
The author. He's also Canadian. We forgive you.
Yeah. It's all right, man.
You're like a second cousin to us, living in America's head. Veruca.
What's up, Veruca?
Mr. Wade Kirby, who I saw is presenting at the Parajam in Gettysburg this year. I don't know exactly when it is, and I wasn't invited. But I'll be.
I got invited.
You got invited?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Huh. We'll miss you.
I don't know if Sarah did a drive-by or not, but we're here. Miss Lori Becker. And that's all. We got 20, and maybe 10 have exposed themselves to us.
Nice.
Um, Jason takes a lot of crap for being Canadian. You should.
Yeah.
You should. It's not a great country. I'm just joking. All right, we're only we're a minute and a half in, and I've already offended people. We lost 3 after I talked about them not identifying them.
Yeah, they were Canadian, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they were probably Canadians. All right, let's behave. Let's be professional.
Okay.
Chris, we're business owners, and we're gentlemen, and we're both pretty handsome, right, ladies? Or guys, I don't care. You can throw the thumbs up in the comments. So for us, for Get Haunted Mothership, our first event is this weekend, this Saturday, the 21st, I want to say.
Shit.
Yes. We're gonna swear you in next time I see you, Jason. We're swearing you in, American style. Include the belt line at the end, but Bill Murray's here.
What's up, Bill?
So yeah, this
what's
week is our first event. It's called the Inner Eye. You know, there's videos going out. I know some people are like, this is like a yoga thing. It's not. It's really sort of a reset into, at least for me and my 2-2 story, and then the things that came afterwards. Understanding who you are and what you bring to a paranormal investigation, and how do you control that, and how do you adjust your own filter, how you perceive paranormal experiences, can be highly dependent upon the mindset you're in. So that's kind of what the Inner Eye is. It's a 4-part series. Stephen Knetz, you'll be seeing his pretty face later. He's a mercenary, by the way. Stephen,
I was going to say, this is, so it's 4 different events.
It's one big, I don't want to call it a workshop. It's more like working together, but it's spread out over 4 events. So phase 1 is sort of the basics. Then we get a little bit deeper, then a little bit deeper. And it's at the Blairstown Masonic Lodge in New Jersey. And I had gone to that lodge, and they have ghost hunts there. Tom had some ghost hunts there. I went out there, and I'd never really been hey, Brandy, to a Masonic lodge in that way, just to actually just be there and hang out. And, it's fascinating. And I look at, and I never really studied the Freemasons, or looked into them. I just was this big woo-woo mystical thing to me. But as I looked around that building and saw the symbolism and the vibe you get inside of there, I just was like, this would be perfect for it, because, a lot of things we all do as investigators are very symbolic, and it just seemed like the perfect place. So that's where we're doing it. Plus, it's Blairstown, which is where they filmed Friday the 13th. Yeah, we're doing the whole Friday the 13th diner thing and photo ops and whatnot. So it's gonna be cool. But that's this weekend. No, it's not a yoga or a metaphysically kind of thing.
So no Pilates.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but so we kind of work on the workshop-y pieces, and then we're going to do at the end of light investigation. It's not a huge building. But to see where you start from, in the beginning, and then how we end this. And then anybody that comes to all 4 gets to go on a very special Tori. Look at you. Oh, you're only here for Leo? Okay, that makes sense. We'll talk about Leo in a little bit, because yesterday he scared me. But anybody that attends all 4 is going to come for free to a special TBA kind of hangout investigation, where we all just kind of do our thing, and sort of hopefully all 4 of these things follow through. So there's breath work and meditation and understanding, and journaling is a big part of it. And and perception, and there's a lot. I don't want to give it all away, but it's going to be badass. It's going to be cool. It's very different. It's not for everybody, right? If you're the Zach Baggins and I need equipment all day, every day, that's not for you. This isn't for you unless you're looking to change that up. And that's who I was at one point. Go ahead.
So, if I were to be coming to this event, what do I need to personally bring myself? Anything?
Just a good attitude, an open mind. The first one for the first investigations, light equipment. You can bring an EVP recorder, you can bring dowsing rods or something, but we're not throwing out SLS cameras and motion sensors. There's none of that. I want you to get to know this building. I've hung out there twice, I want to say. It's got a vibe, especially certain areas. Bring your finger gloves. Yeah, your fingerless gloves. Sorry. Yeah. So no, there's nothing to bring. We're gonna hang out. Actually, Dylan works for this. Sure. I'm working on this now. We got inner eye.
Oh, sweet.
It's about getting back to you and understanding what you bring to a paranormal investigation. So that's what it's about. Yeah. So Tori, I know I haven't talked to Tori in a long time. She's actually one of the first people that she would come to when I first kicked Get Haunted off. She was there quite often, Hillview Manor. I actually met Tori and Brian and that her whole crew at Eastern State, which before I was ever doing Publix, I was there as a guest, and there was a big holy shit moment that happened at Eastern State on death row. And that's really what bonded us. You know, it was crazy. It was a crazy. I don't talk about that much, but when I do my whole new little 5-part series, it's probably going to be 5, called The Quiet. I might talk about that because I do go through what that is. We'll talk about that later. But no, so you don't really need to bring much, Kris. You just show up.
Cool.
Be ready to eat some snacks and drink some coffee and talk and listen. It's going to be cool. So and it's inexpensive compared to most events. Okay. So we're not doing this to make a killing. We're doing it because we want to see people kind of dig in.
You know, one of the big things, like I hear Sarah say a lot, so I'll make sure to say it since she's not here, is, Get Haunted isn't just putting on events, it's giving an experience. So for those that are watching that may have never been to a Get Haunted experience, it's not like your typical ghost hunts. It's not where you just go into a place and they say, here's some stuff, walk around. There is routines that you go through, rotations, and so this inner eye sounds like something completely new from even just the Get Haunted normal experiences, correct?
Oh God, yeah. It's a total departure from it. Depending on who's running or working an event, it's always been a little bit of a hybrid for me. Where I used to lug cases of shit to events over the years, that's dwindled down to like a backpack pretty much. People still like equipment and love equipment. I just don't. I always had better results just being, and sitting and doing our thing. So this one though is like almost no equipment at all. So it's going to be different, but and way more intimate, right? It's people sitting around talking, theorizing. And when we did Trifecta with Ronnie LeBlanc and the crew at Shanley, those were the moments, right? Like which was one night ghost hunting, one night CE5, and one night Bigfoot, or one day, really, a Sasquatch kind of stuff. But it was also cool and getting everybody, like the ghost hunting night. Everybody really just sat at the seance table there and talked and theorized, and it was just one of the coolest nights ever. And I think that's what's really missing quite often from the field, because we have camps of people that are, hardcore science based, and you're not. I'm sorry, you're not. Even if you think you're science based, you're not. Um, and I think that's what Inner Eye will. It's one of the things I talk about in Inner Eye is, as much as you think you're science based, you're not. Right? When you walk in and you say, hey, we're here, we mean no disrespect. That's a ritual, whether you want to, and it's a spiritual ritual, whether you want to admit it or not, right? And then you put your EDI meter out there and you get your notebook out and you're writing shit down in barometric pressure, and no, it's you're measuring changes in the atmosphere, you're measuring anomalies. There's that friggin' cat again. That cat scares the shit out of me. So earlier we were talking before the show, and I just saw this gray thing moving around in the background. Hey, Kent. So yeah, the tagline for me there is, every paranormal investigation is really a spiritual investigation disguised as a scientific one for a lot of people. I don't want to give the whole program away, but that's one thing I talk about in there. So yeah. So that's this weekend. So there's still 2.5 days. If you want to come to New Jersey and hang out with, who was that? Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th. Is that right?
Yes.
Jason Voorhees, or even Jason McRae, who will not be there, but we can port him in via video. Now's your chance. And you could get a cool shirt. See what I'm saying? The Inner Eye.
Nice.
So that's that. It's special to be a cool kids club. It's a little different, but it's how I wanted to open the year up. I was sitting at Mid Orange in, I don't even remember what month that was, November.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I am so tired of this, and all the equipment and having to be on. I just want to do something. Yes, Kim, it really is. So Kim came to Making Sense of Your Senses, which was similar, but more focused on methodologies. It was, psychometry, scrying, and remote viewing, right? So we focused on those three things, where this is focusing back on you. And then you can, we'll get to the growth part and the methodology stuff, probably in section 2 or 3.
Nice.
McRae, you should. There's something last year they launched this really cool invention called an airplane.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cheap to fly from Canada to Pennsylvania. That place will inspire you in so many different ways. Yeah, the lodge is pretty kick-ass. So anyway, so that's that. That's for us this weekend. What do you have coming? What's your first event?
Oh, my first event is coming up March 7th, and I am so ecstatic about this one because it is a haunted mansion. So it's Stone Mansion in Winchester, Indiana. I've done virtual walkthroughs on it. The place looks absolutely amazing. Like, I cannot wait. Civil War era it was built.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Like, why can't I find it?
Oh,
It's
you
on
gotta-
Extreme, right?
Yeah,
I didn't cancel your account.
it's down a ways for
I
some
found
reason.
it.
I know
Yeah,
this
I
is
don't know why.
to the bottom of the page.
Yeah, it is.
But-
And I don't know why my shit shows up
At
first.
the top,
Yeah, it really does.
It's crazy how the person that owns the
It's kind of
page
weird, right?
has their stuff show up at the top, and then like other people's stuff
I
show up at
don't
the bottom.
understand any of that.
But
So
so
here's Stone Mansion.
this place, supposedly rumored, right? There's no proof of it yet. That there was a child actually buried in the basement of this place.
Oof.
But it was a general from the Civil War. This was his homestead that he built, and yeah, it looks amazing. We got 3 sets of tickets. The first one's your basic master class where we go through the rotations and all that. That's $75. If you want to be brave and stay till 2 a.m., where you can do a little free roaming after the rotations, that is $99. And then if you really want to be brave, you can spend the night, and I'll make you breakfast in the morning for $125.
When you made me breakfast, it cost me $300.
Yes.
Where's Stone Mansion?
It's in Winchester, Indiana.
You said that. Winchester, Indiana. Just posting that up there. So you go to extremeticketing.com if you're interested in either of these. The events game it's a tough one, right? And what I don't think people understand is, the risk versus the reward, all that fun stuff. So, every ticket helps keep these places open and keeps us open. Hey, Tracy. Hello. Yeah, Lucky Charms, bowl of Lucky Charms.
I'll do a little better than a bowl.
The Veil method. Yeah, in March, it's sold out. That first one, if that goes, if that catches on, we'll do the next one at New Egypt as a Veil method as well. Thank you, Kaylee, because here I'll play this. This is give you an idea what Veil is bringing.
I want to address the 10 living souls who have chosen to join us for the very first Veil Method experiment, hosted by our friends at Get Haunted on March 7th of next year. That night you will not come to hunt us. You will come to be noticed. And perhaps, you are what will be hunted. We are what lingers when courage fades and footsteps echo without owners. We have watched countless humans arrive believing they are in control, asking questions, demanding signs, daring the dark to answer. On March 7th, the questions belong to us. We will follow you. We will test your awareness, your resolve, your honesty with fear. Every breath, every hesitation, every glance over your shoulder tells us more than any device ever could. You are not guests here. You are the story being written. We look forward to your arrival.
Oh, the Veil. So the Veil, it's sort of in the same vein as the Inner Eye, but not, right? The Veil, you're showing up. You're not allowed to talk. You're not allowed to talk in the beginning. You're not going. You're going to lose all your power. We're giving the power now. My last experience at New Egypt was it scared the shit out of me, and that's the one where my recorder went flying because like literally something was reaching around me trying to grab that recorder through my DR60. And if you know me, I don't do that. I throw shit, just not my 60. I hang on to that for dear life. But you're not going to dictate the evening. Yeah, Stephen was sitting right next to me. the building will. So you're not allowed to talk. You're not allowed there. This is pretty. It's mapped out pretty cool. I'm not going to give it away because I don't want people. But Chris, you were in my head when I was,
You gonna zip tie him?
huh?
You gonna zip tie him?
Eh, But yeah, like no zip ties. But I did go back to old hospital when you put a bag over my head and led me to the basement. So
Scary.
there's a whole different level of fear, like taking the control away from the investigator and handing it over to the other side to dictate how the night is going to go is the goal here. Brandy, the first one sold out. The second one, I haven't decided yet, but it's probably going to happen. So a lot of this will be filmed. A lot of this will be. I don't want to say too much because it's going to be very, very different. And you know, as our friend here, and it's hosted by that guy. Uh, you are the story that's being written that night. So it's going to be very, very interesting to kind of hand over all the control to New Egypt,
Mm-hmm.
which is a scary place in itself. But yeah, there's a whole plan there. So we're trying to be a little bit different. Look, the truth is events are a dime a dozen now. Um, not and that does not mean they're all the same, right? I still believe that we offer something very, very different and very, very personal and very, very in line with what most people want. Um, I think where we struggle are with the teams, right? Because teams really don't want to deal with a public event, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Chris came up, and I've done this a couple times at different locations with different teams, um, where if they had enough people, be like, okay, guys, you're your own rotation. You go do your thing. We can help you, or we can leave you the hell alone. Like that's fine. But I never really made it a formal process. Chris did here. So Chris,
Yeah.
why don't you explain what yours is?
So basically, yeah, that's what. Same thing. You try to sell tickets for events, and then there's teams that are like, well, I already know what I'm doing. I know what I don't need to be taught these methods. I just want to go and explore. I want to get into this location. And that's what yours is. It's your investigation. Okay. Basically, your group will come in. I want to say it's a group of 5 or 6. That would have to be, and you will have your own rotation. So you do have to abide by that. You have a set time limit in those areas, but you get to investigate. We'll have our silent liaison who will be there to watch over and answer any questions. If anybody has any questions or about the history of the place or maybe help set up something, our silent liaison will be there. Um, but it's our logistics with we be able to provide the equipment for you if you need it, if you don't have your own already, and the location. Oh, one second, we got a phone call. Uninterrupted access. So you're not going to have groups walking into your area. We're going to have it blocked off for you. And you also, you know, it's your respected methods of how you want to investigate. It's all about you. So it's a nice little discount for your group to come. We also want to have these investigation teams come in so that we can, grow the network. We can say, hey, so and so from this group is visiting our location tonight, and this is what they got. We want to help spread the word of who you are and all that.
Yeah, and so Chris really formalized it, and then I added from the get haunted side. I think content creators could benefit from this as well. which is what I've done in the past with some. Like let's take Mid Orange, which is a large facility, right? And it is not cheap. Hey, Leo, can you be done? Um, it's not cheap to rent, and it's probably out of a lot of people's price point if you're a smaller team or pair 2 or 3 content. Oh my god. Um, 2 or 3 content creators. So you learn, like, you would have to be a little flexible, at least for the first half of the night. I can't. I got to go down there and get his little
Okay.
punk ass. I should though.
I will talk.
I will in a couple minutes. He's being obnoxious. But he's also, yesterday I took him to the groomer. So he's naked now, like, cuz he was a little bit of a mess. So he looks a little funny. But they found, and Rob freaks out, right? He's my boy, but they found a lump on his chest. It's soft and mushy. I'm gonna have him tested, but it's probably nothing. I think it's called
It's a fatty tumor.
huh?
It's a fatty tumor.
Yeah, that, like a lupus, not lupus, lipid.
No,
There's
not
some
lupus.
shit, not lupus. But
Leo does
anyway,
not have lupus.
yeah. So I was a big old disaster, feeling like he wasn't okay, but he's okay. It moves. It's not hard. It's soft. But yeah, so back to that. You just it's about working together, right? And the way we do events is the rotations. We would rotate, keep everybody kind of out of each other's hair, and then at the end, all right. See, that's not lipoma. Thank you, Lori. Okay, Tails, don't do this to me. Right? Rob is a chronic overthinker and a worry wart. Don't do that.
Tails, huge animal lover.
I am bad. Like lipoma. So I mean he's 5. But anyway, probably nothing. But yes, fine needle aspiration test. The whole thing is coming. So yeah, so that's what yours is. Reach out. I added, and I don't know if you're going to, any teams that do link up, will get their own affiliate codes. If they go out and sell tickets and they share and the tickets sell under their affiliate code, they get credit towards the next time they want to do that with us. So we're doing, we're trying to give back as much as we can here. And that's the whole plan right now. Doesn't mean you get to just you have the free run of the whole place. You got to be willing to work with us, and just like we're willing to work with you. So that's what yours is. It's up there on the main page. It's on Chris's pages. It's in the network now. If you're a team or content creators that are looking to subsidize the cost of some of these locations, like, it doesn't make sense at a $200 location, right? Unless you just go fucking rent the thing. But if you're looking to get into some of the bigger places that we do, it's a really good opportunity and a cool way to work together with other people. Imagine that. In a minute here, I'm going to bring up a friend who will be there, who will be here with me at least this weekend. But also probably one of the reasons, hold on. Let me see if this is the right photo. Yeah. One of the reasons I decided to do this, hold on. Tori had Onyx. Okay. I know. Thank you. But that's what I do. There's, unless you live under a rock, right? There's been a lot of bullshit flying around the internet about me for a few years now. And now with the growth of the network and also the main pages, and I got a shit ton of new followers. There's a lot of people that don't know me. There's a lot of people that don't even know where I started or why I started. No, Tori might be one of them. So I think I'm going to do this. I have it sort of mapped out, but it's called The Quiet, and there's a reason that I'll get into when I do the show. But I'm taking it back to about 2008. Um, did you do that, Chris?
Oh yeah, I have power.
Okay, I was like, whoa. Yeah, it's Canadian Lake and Woods. When this whole journey kind of started for me, um, with the passing of my father, and yeah. Oh, Nancy, it's shut up. Yeah, I mean, it was probably on CNN at some point. Um, People don't know me. A lot of people don't know me, and they don't know why I even do this. Um, why I would even continue to do this after some of the stupidity, but I'm here. And if you want to get to know me, you come watch this. And you'll learn the personal side of Rob at some point. And I'm encouraging Sarah to do the same thing. I'm sure she will one day. But The Quiet's going to sort of be a 4 or 5 part series about, me, what brought me to this point, and the past couple of years, and what it all means to me. So,
Are you gonna do the whole podcast sitting next to like a fireplace? Like I
yeah, with a
feel like
pipe.
you need to do like masterpiece theater.
Yeah, with a pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nancy. Apparently, I'm a masochist, um, and I'm going to bring Steven up here because he also is a masochist, and I'll go get Leo for a minute. But I usually don't let him up here because he's a maniac and a resource guarder. So I have a lot of little stupid shit for him to steal, and then I got to fight him for it. And he's half poodle, so he's a vicious little bastard sometimes. All right, here we come. Here's Steven Kometz. Steven's now a Get Haunted mercenary. Finally, it only took a couple years for me to get him to bite on that hook. But he did it. And Steven, I met Steven at the White Hill Mansion Expo. What year was that?
23. 23. Mm-hmm.
I see you've got. Did you borrow Sarah's internet?
I don't know what's going on with this. I need a new internet. Why I'm freezing already?
I was doing a presentation. Sarah was there virtually.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect anybody to show up, to be honest with you. I walked in sort of to a packed room, and Steven was right up front. And sometimes when you're talking about something and you can see who it resonates with and who it doesn't. It resonated, I think, with Steven. And then from there on, man, he's just like, that's my brother right there. We go to lunch every now and then. We do our thing. We talk a lot, or a lot for guys, I guess. But so I'm happy to kind of bring him into finally to the Get Haunted family as a mercenary.
Happy to be here.
So yeah, when I threw out the invite, he's like, "Hey, I'll come on for a few." So, what have you been up to, my man?
Sick.
Uh-oh.
Ate something that disagreed with me on Saturday night, early Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon. It wasn't pretty, but I'm feeling good now. So I don't know what it was, but
stomach bugs are so. When I was I used to go to Japan a lot, so you should have called me because there's this pill. Hold on. Yeah. Here we go. I'll share this with you. If you ever have a stomach bug. Okay, hold on. Yes. Cannot be displayed for U.S. customers. You take these pills and you will feel better. Like, dude. It's
These
the
are
best
rough.
shit ever. This is it, and this is me helping the entire world right now. It's called Saragon. Okay, so you find a little
Sarah gone?
yes.
So when Sarah's gone, things feel better?
Saragon. That's I'll be photoshopping that shit tonight. Is it Coke? The drink, I'm assuming. This shit. So this was developed when the Japanese were fighting the Russians, and they just had fucked up water to drink. So all they had was what they could kind of siphon up out of the ground, and it was people were getting sick left and right. It smells terrible. It smells like burnt wood, really, and it's very, very pungent. But this will fix your stomach. Like, oof. Saragon. Buy it. Keep it in a Tupperware somewhere after you open it because it's brutal. It'll stink up your whole house, but it will fix you. It will fix you. Okay? Dr. Rob, I'm here for you. I'm here for everybody.
I'm going to make a commercial out of that.
So, Saragon. So get that next time you got boo-boo belly. Okay? How do we have 26
I don't know
people?
what I ate, but it was horrible.
Did you have seafood?
Chicken.
Oh, chickens. Yeah, chickens, bro. Who cooked it?
Wawa. Stopped home from work.
Homie, come on.
Yeah, don't eat the Wawa chicken.
You don't eat Wawa chicken.
It was in a bowl with everything.
All right. So what are you most excited about for this weekend? I'm gonna go grab Leo because there's probably 15 of the 26 people here want to see Leo.
I'm just excited to get back out there.
Yeah. You're not excited to hang out with me?
Of course I am.
Okay. All right.
Can't wait to see everybody again. It's been a while for some. So
yeah. Hey, we got a really good group of people coming to this. So I'm excited. We're gonna have good snacks. Good Coca-Cola drinks, coffee, water, pretzel bites, cookies. It's gonna be good.
The norm.
So what else? I know you're coming to White Hill.
I'll be at the Veil Method.
Oh yeah, shit. That's gonna be crazy.
If it's anything like last time we were there, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen Rob so scared.
It scared me.
He was speechless. He couldn't talk.
It scared me. It's been a long time.
60s on the concrete floor in 4 pieces.
Oh God. Dude, I picked that up and I'm like, please work. Just please work. Because down to my last DR60. And like my heart was breaking. I'm like, come on. But it's okay. All right, I'm gonna grab Leo so people can go to sleep. You guys chit chat. Kris,
All right.
How you doing, Kris? Long time no see.
Yeah. Last time
Convent.
Yep, the convent. Yep.
Yeah, with the haunted dolls.
That is right. Yeah, I'm ready to start revisiting that here soon again. Here, I've heard things have calmed down quite a bit with them. Now that
they still in the basement?
Yep. Yeah, still in the basement. From what I heard last, they were still in the basement, but they were I guess they kind of found their place in the big doll. Do you remember the real tall one that they kind of fit in? I guess that one was really being aggressive and having a lot of activity afterwards. Which is weird because when we had them, that was the one that we got nothing from the entire time while we were out filming.
Hey, because that was the first time I met you there at the convent that night, and we all met in the basement where those 4 haunted dolls were set up, and I saw the first part of your.
Oh, nice! Yeah,
I saw that first part. I didn't even know I was in it until the very end. But yeah, it was something. I didn't feel good. Didn't feel right. Something was affecting me down there.
It got intense really
Didn't know
quick.
there were, what was there at the time until later.
Right. What's Leo? What's up, Leo?
What's up, man?
Now he's quiet.
Here's Mike.
That dog looks different every time I see it. I'm pretty sure that you keep replacing it with different dogs.
Well, he had a full blown like afro yesterday. He's good now.
Yeah. I almost got one of those dogs yesterday.
A Cavapoo?
Yeah.
What?
I'm driving down the street and somebody put a baby one with some food on the corner of a major street. And we stopped to make sure it wouldn't go out into the road. And right then, animal control pulled up and
Wow.
took him.
Yeah. So look, these are not cheap dogs.
No.
I never wanted one. I never wanted a dog. I just, pets are, you get so attached and then you lose them. I worked at a zoo. You guys know that. Like I raised big cats for a while, but I get too attached. So COVID came and my kid was a disaster. So my ex-wife was like, just get her a dog. Well, she finally, after 12 years, whatever the hell it was, we got her the dog, which is him. And then I got divorced and got the dog. So, and he was like $5,000. And not worth it. It's not worth it. They are better than a cheap date. He's actually been my cheap date for 4 years. This dog probably has kept me on this side of the grass. All right, I'm gonna put him downstairs because he's gonna eat shit. I'll be right back. Come on, let's go downstairs.
Good old Leo. It's been many a times that I've stayed there, and in the middle of the night, I wake up to just Leo's face.
Right.
Like, who are you?
Like my mom's cat. Used to wake my dad up every morning like that, sitting right on his chest, looking down at him.
You know,
Oh, that doesn't mean you should bark. All right. So that is Leo's cameo right there.
yeah, as soon as Leo left, so did the people watching.
Yeah, they did. They did. The numbers dropped. All right. We had a question from Shay.
Yeah.
What about you? Kris, go first.
Well, all right. So I kind of have two. First one is just the start of it, getting Stone Mansion out there. I'm just so excited to start the year at a haunted mansion. But All Glaze Village later on, I think that's the one I'm the most excited for. What do we got?
Steven, what about you, my friend? What?
I'm actually really looking forward to this weekend, the 4-parter at up in Blairstown. That, and also there's another event I will be going to later on this year that is hush hush for now. Yeah, but looking forward to that one too. But yeah, just getting started, getting back out there, and this one this weekend, this 4-part series. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be kick ass. Here's All Glaze.
Yeah, we must be towards the bottom of the page where all my stuff's hidden. That's cool.
If you haven't been, shut up. I'm trying. If you haven't been All Glaze, you gotta go. It's that place is kind of scary too.
And I got a place that I haven't even announced yet. I got a little question mark on it. See if actually, can you go and read the description and see if anybody can guess what this place is? I can't.
Damn
It's
it.
supposed to
Hold
be
on.
released this week.
Hold on. I'm marking your questions. I love the Q&As. I love the Q&As. Let me share this page one more time. Share screen. I got to make sure I share the right thing, or you'll see my OnlyFans account. Okay. That was at the bottom, right?
Yeah, where all my stuff is.
Okay. All right, Kris. I will fix it. I don't know how.
Oh, it's all right, man. No,
So do you want me to read this?
Let's see. Do the clues. Just
Where are
the
the
clues.
clues?
It says clues. You just scroll past them. Oh, scroll up. Oh, this is going really
Clues.
bad.
Hidden from the public. Public. Hidden from the public. You will be among the first investigators allowed on site. A dark history. At least 7 documented deaths have occurred on this property. As seen on TV, this location has been featured on multiple major paranormal TV shows. The ungoogleable secret. We've checked. You won't find the answer online. The only way to know is to be there. Is that good?
Yeah, that was really good.
Thanks. So people are supposed to figure that shit out from there?
Yeah, well, they can try. I mean, I can only put that for like right now. Hopefully
It's in
later.
Ohio.
It's finally going to get announced.
Okay.
But from what I've been told from the owners, who are very trustworthy people, scariest place that they've been, and they've been to a lot of locations, and some of the stuff that they've caught on camera is pretty insane.
All right. Well, I don't even know. Ryan, I don't know. So it might have. I wasn't looking. Kids event at Rock Island Roadhouse. I don't know. Go look. Go look, Ryan, instead of interrupting my show. Joking. I don't know. So extreme ticketing on the landing page is everybody's events. So just so y'all know that.
Mine are at the bottom.
Chris's are all at the bottom because, fuck. Dude, I don't know why. I will figure it out. Okay. You can learn it too. You can go in there and change the sorting order, big man. Let's get to a question here. I like this question, Trails, and Tacos. If you came back as a ghost, where would you haunt? What would you do? And why? Let's start with Steven.
It's an interesting question. It would have to be somewhere near the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like Hawaii or another type of island. I love this. I love the shore. I love the ocean. And that's why I would be there. Why I would do it. I guess
All right. And is there anybody specific?
Never really thought about it.
Yeah. Is there anybody specific you would want to haunt?
No, not really.
No, just everybody.
No.
All right, Kris.
Well, I'm going to pick some place. It would have to be a very public place, really brightly lit, because I would just want to terrify people who just were unexpecting of it. Yeah, I would be a horrible ghost. I would cause so much trouble. Yeah. No one in particular. Maybe if I made a kid cry, that'd be good. I'd be happy with that.
I made a kid cry once.
I know you kicked him.
Yeah, you were there. I forgot about that. I didn't kick that kid.
Punted her like a football.
She ran into my leg while I was walking.
And you flinged her off.
It was not a good look.
I've never seen a kid get that much airtime in my life.
I busted that kid's ass. That kid was punted.
Yeah.
All right.
She kept walking in a circle after that.
Her mom came over. That was embarrassing. But who lets their kid loose in a crowd like that? It was crazy. I thought she was lost.
I think you could have. I think you cut between the parents and the kid.
Yeah. I saved that kid's life, actually. She could have ran off and been kidnapped. Instead, I punted her.
No, she was on limp for life.
It was so embarrassing. And then, like, I didn't know, like, the dad kicked in, like, this kid gets on the ground crying. So I picked her up and I was like holding her out for it. Like, it was just awkward. And then her mom came over and I'm like, is this yours? And she's like, yeah. I was like, I'm so sorry. I just knocked her down. All right. If I came back as a ghost, where would I haunt? I don't want to say it. I really don't want to say it,
Did you
but
plan on doing it?
it's a particular place where a particular person works that apparently hates ghosts. So that's where I would go. That's where I would go.
I like Wade's answer.
Wade wants to haunt the White House.
That would be interesting.
Well, the White House is supposed to be haunted.
Yeah.
So you might be a little late to the game, Wade. How much of ghost hunting is investigating the location and how much is investigating the human mind? I think those numbers depend on the investigator. And that's what I think this weekend, might shine a light on for some people. I hope, right? Or really the beginning of it, because, yeah, God, I don't want to give the whole thing away, but if you ask me, paranormal experiences are very custom tailored to who you are, right? And it's why all of us, all you people that are watching on the side, all the people on this screen, it can be in a room and have an experience happen right in front of us, and all of us will interpret it very, very differently. Some might be the same or similar, others might be the total opposite. So you have to ask yourself why in that case. Why do some people see things one way and others see it a completely opposite way? It's why I never try to question someone's experience, because it's an experience regardless of the interpretation of it by different people. I brought this up once before, right? So there's different types of color blindness, right? There are people and animals that see grass not as green. We'll see it as yellow or purple. But that's their reality. That is their experience. So just because they have a different filter, or the way their eyes filter things very differently, does not mean that it's not their experience. It's just not your experience. Which is why I don't love, and it's also why I don't post a lot of evidence, because even with EVPs, right, it's pretty amazing how some people will hear one thing and other people hear another. So like when Kris is really good at breaking down EVPs through the software for me, I don't even tell him what I want, or what I think it says, and he usually comes back. And but there's other things you have to take into account, right? Ernie just got here. Recap. Rob's cool, Kris is cool, Steven's cool, Leo's cool. He came up, he kind of stole the show. We're doing a bunch of cool things. We're going to some shitty house in Kentucky on May 15th or 14th, or whenever the hell I'm down there. It's called the Ditto House, I think. Let's see. Nancy, she had people she would visit and sing 1,000 bottles of beer on the wall. Yeah. I do that too. Or I throw my DR60 across the room.
I know people like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I forgot what the hell I was just rambling about, but yeah, everybody experiences things very differently. And again, that's what we hope to kind of start touching on this weekend, and depending on your mindset, and that was back to Shay's question, depending on your mindset and how you're feeling that day and things that are going on in your life. I'm sorry about this dog. He's being an ass. That can shape your interpretation of things that are happening up until 2-2. For me, like all of the big experiences I had at that one place that I thought were really destroying me, were really trying. It was really me being helped. I mean, forced to look at myself and look at some of the traumas that I went back, as far as to about 8 years old. And it's an almost, it is an unbelievable story when you hear the whole thing. And I haven't even told all of it, publicly at least. And to this day, things start to unfold, little things. So it's all a big journey, for me. It's why I wanted to do the quiet, the quiet podcast, because there's parts of Rob that people just don't know or understand, or had no reason to know. And I think that's important if you're going to trust me with your night, or Kris, or anybody on, at a Get Haunted event. I think it's important that you understand where it comes from. Wade's question: you think humans can't hear the EVPs answering live during the actual recording? So there's a couple theories here, Wade. For me, EVPs are my favorite thing, and I do that more than anything. And in fact, it gets boring for me but after years of it, right, it does come in on the white noise. And there are times with my hearing aids that I hear these things happen. And if you stand next to me at a quiet event, sometimes you'll hear voices coming out of my ears. It's the weirdest day. It's terrible. When I first got them, I was working at Penhurst quite a bit, and it was terrifying for me. And in certain parts of one building, like, it was just chatter constantly. So, and I don't know if it's because I have tinnitus. There's a reverse frequency that they pump into my ears to try to calm that perpetual ringing sound. I don't know if that's part of what it is, but these are the best damn ghost hunting tool I
This
have
is the
ever
part
had.
where we tell you that you actually have had radio transmitters in your ear the whole time, and that we've just been messing with you.
Oh, you fuckers, you drive me crazy, right? But because spirit voice or universe, whatever's talking, it's not coming from vocal cords. So the ears, there's no vibration bouncing off your eardrum if it's on the white noise, or if it's imprinted somehow. I think that's why most people can't hear it in real time or live. There's really cool experiments you guys can go look up too. Like, some people put like blank VHS tapes under their pillow and sleep on it. When you play it back, there'll be an imprint on the tape. It's kind of cool. I don't know what's doing it or why, but the human mind, back to Shay's question, is, very, very powerful. And I do believe that when we give something a shit ton of energy, we can create something out of it, essentially an egregore. All right, Ryan's question: what's your favorite out of the box experiment, Kris? Outside the box, I'm assuming. Oh, is he talking to himself?
Yes, I
Oh,
was.
okay.
At Broadwell Funeral Home, we put people down where the casket was usually placed in the viewing area, and we had a person lay there, and we wrapped tripwire around to frame out what the casket would be. and we played eulogies as we each walked up and dropped a rose on the person while they were laying there to see if we got activity. And I feel like we got some really good results throughout the night from that being something we started with.
Okay. Steven?
Wow. I really can't think of any out of the box experiments.
I'm going to kick your ass.
Uh-oh.
No,
Probably forgetting something here.
no.
I mean, there's a few things I really like doing with certain people. Estes method is one of them. It's not really out of the box, so to speak.
Yeah.
But anymore with me investigating, I just like to sit and just be in that space, and just being there, that is what works for me anymore. But I'm open to any out of the box experiments. Yeah, I just don't have any.
And Kris, I know we're over. If you got to run, you can run. Okay, just making sure. You're all bloody. I don't want you more bloody. For me, done a couple things that are kind of unconventional. For me, I do like to leave one person in one place and another in a different spot, or even different states, and just write and see what we get. If anything, if we all focus and share energy by thinking about a topic, I like to see it. It's not really a psychic thing either. It's weird. It's weird when it works. Let's see. Let's jump onto this one. Do you believe ghosts are just consciousness continued, or residual energy, or something else? So the way you phrase this question, and I'm not beating you up, but is how most people will phrase it. I don't know if it's just one of those things, right? I don't believe it's just one of those things. And it's why I think we have very different experiences at different places. People give me shit for not really wanting to understand the history of a lot of places before I go there. But for me, the history and the ghost stories attached to the history create this perfect little box that we take an experience and try to put it into that box. Now, for me, the whole, little Johnny is on the third floor and he can't come out of room, 315. To me, that's crazy to give these magnificent spiritual beings the physical limitations that we have as living humans. Like, we're stuck with our own physics, and I don't think that translates over. However, if there is a residual type of energy and it is walking the same path, doesn't mean it's not I think it's a ghost in terms of, the generic term for ghost. I'm not saying that cannot happen. I think there's a lot of different things. So when people get stuck on one primary definition of a ghost, for me, it stuns your ability to kind of broaden your horizons. So yes, like you say, I think it's a combination.
Mm-hmm.
Shay, what about you, Steven?
Definitely a combination. Yeah.
Kris with a K.
Oh yeah, has to be a combination for sure. I think there's many different types of paranormal out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think it's why, and I do believe some of it is manifested by, all of us. I say at every event. Well, I try to say it. We could all go to McDonald's right now and do an investigation and probably get something, right? Does it mean the McDonald's is haunted? No, I mean we're setting an intent, an intention, and I think that's what happens when we all get together and ghost hunt and investigate. Are some places fucked up and haunted? Absolutely. But I also think it's portable. And I don't think it's, stuck. I just don't. I don't. Um, any other fun questions on the side before we put an end to this debauchery? Because it is late. It's past Chris's bedtime. Definitely past Steven's. The orderlies will be in to get him in just about 20 minutes anyway. Lisa Crema, I'll see you this weekend. Do you ever wonder if some spirits see us? I wonder who and why we are there. Yes. Right. So now that becomes the question, right? Is it a parallel universe? And are we, crossing for that 1 second? And if you just imagine looking through a glass window from the side this way, right? And if we throw a softball or a hard ball through that window, we see that ball for what, a quarter of a second, right? And I think that can happen. So don't know. I just think it's bigger and more than we've ever seen on television or we've ever read about in books. And if you go all the way back to the true OGs of ghost hunting, right, it was all about universe and it was all about energy and where it goes. There's a really good video, you can find it on YouTube, called The Theory of Everything. And if you watch that, some of this might make sense, right? And it applies not just to paranormal, but to living as well. How can people remote view? How does that happen? Right? Shit's all tied together in different weird ways. So yes, Bill, I think we show up in their world sometimes, just like they show up in ours. Kris?
Oh yeah, I definitely have a whole theory of my own about time slips and all that stuff. But yeah, I think that they can see us. If you can see them, they can see you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Steven says yes. I'm assuming Netflix is code. I don't know.
No, it's literally.
It's literally Netflix. All right, sorry. Ernie Pack, who's the most awesome person you guys have ever investigated with beside Ernie?
Steven.
Who?
Steven.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Until your audio cut out.
thank you.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to go.
Steven? Us? Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see. For me, let's see. It would be stupid for me to say the two of you because I've already said no. It'd just be weird.
Have you investigated with Ernie, Kris?
Yeah. I got to this last summer.
All right.
Yeah. He came down the Ditto House, hung out, and then we went over to Waverly.
Rob got scared.
He forced me to do the haunted house bullshit. Oh, I hate it. There's different types of investigators. So for me, like Sarah's my style, and we've had some really, really wild experiences happen at Mid Orange and the Shanley, all over. But then there's sort of the fun, crazier experiences, which Sarah was not at. So I would have to say, as much as I can't say Ernie, I want to say Squatch Man.
Yeah, I was going to say Greg.
Greg Yost, Squatch Man.
Yeah.
Just blew my mind. And God damn it, like it's a hard one. Christopher Lee Jansen did a C5 that I still can't forget. Yeah, Veros, get your ass somewhere someday, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Um, Kaylee, they can see us and know what's going on.
Mhm.
Extreme gravity. Is there somewhere you want to investigate, but distance holds you back from going? Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, for me, I want to get back to Toledo, Spain. Um, I've never been to a city like that and had that kind of feeling. The only place ever like similar, but it still wasn't nearly as intense was Amsterdam. Parts of Amsterdam, like the old church there, but Toledo, Spain is just it blew me away. Blew me away. Oh, you've been there, Tails Trails? Yeah, it's and I didn't even know what the hell I was doing. I was just in Spain on business, and I'm like, let me jump on a bullet train and check this joint out. When I walked in, I was like, fuck. Like literally I ate where there was still a ring in the post for for where the Knights Templar used to tie their horses off, It's just really cool place. What about you, Stephen?
Yeah, I'd love to get over to Europe, somewhere, anywhere in Europe. But in the States here, I'd love to do Alcatraz. I'd love to get in there,
Yeah.
investigate
Yeah,
Alcatraz.
I was
Uh,
stationed out there. I drove by Alcatraz so many times, never even did the tourist shit. What about you, Chris?
Uh, kind of same as Steven. Europe. I wanna go to a castle out there real
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
England, Ireland,
Yeah.
Scotland, castles. Yeah, definitely.
Um, Bill, yeah, from Penhurst is 40 minutes from me here. I used to work it a lot when I was with that other company. Um, I don't think so. We're talking about multi-million dollar developers. There's no petition. There's nothing that's going to stop that kind of machine, sadly. Just my opinion. I don't know. I don't post about it because I just don't. I don't get involved in the politics of it. There's parts of it, of all of this stuff between that location and other locations that sort of aggravates me, right? Like everybody gets up in arms about these iconic locations, but everybody shuts up when, a much smaller location that needs help doesn't get the same kind of attention. And that's to me, that's not fair. Um, well, who the hell am I? So I don't really post about these things, but I personally think it will be demolished. It's been slow. It's slowly been being demolished over the past few years. Every time you go, there's another building gone. Um, so it didn't come as a surprise to me when I heard about all of this. Uh, and you just can't stop. You just can't stop big business. They were, in my opinion, pretty slick about the way they pitched it. It was like, okay, you let us have a data center or you let us have a tire burning company. Like which one you want? Which one you want? So yeah. Kim and Rick, they want to do some castles in Ireland. Veros, get your ass up here. You can stay here. I'll save you on a hotel room. French catacombs for Kaylee. Yeah, I'd probably steal the skulls out of there too. Joking. Okay. Joking. Clip it. Clip it, mofos. Ghost Gear Tech. Mr. Rob Walsack. He would go to Penhurst, but they have to bring back the indoor stuff. You can't fly with a 10-foot tent and shite. No, you can't. You can borrow my tent if you want eggs thrown at you. And Wade Kirby loves questions. All right, we are coming up on an hour and 20 minutes. Boys, thank you. This, I wanted to. Without my bestie, I get in trouble when I'm by myself, and you two help keep me on the rails for the most part. Plus, it was time for a testosterone injection. That sounds weird. Sounds a little weird. Chris, you have some Netflixing to do?
Yep.
Sagwa. Is that your cat's name?
Yes.
All right. Steven, you probably have to be in bed.
I do.
I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Yeah, boys' night. We'll do this once in a while. I am gonna do this. I am gonna do the quiet. If you're not interested, don't watch it. How's that sound? But you're gonna get to know Rob a little bit better, a little more intimately.
Oh.
Raw.
Well, I don't know about that.
All right, kids. Well, thank you all for sticking with us. A bunch of people stayed on, and I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, next Wednesday should be back to normal this weekend. Everybody be safe. Have fun. It's only Wednesday. Nobody get hurt by the weekend, please. If you need anything, let me know. If you come to an event, go to mine. They're at the top of the page. Chris's are at the bottom.
Yeah. Scrolling.
Just keep scrolling.
Keep scrolling.
I'll fix it.
No,
Thank
it's
you,
called.
Kris.
Yeah,
Thank you, Shay. Thank you, Nancy. Everybody. I hope you all have a great night. I'm going to end this mofo. If for the people on, I stay after and say thank you. Kris, I know you've got shit to do. So
yeah.
I will talk to you all on the flip side.
All right. See you guys.